Hello everyone, you have Royce here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, I'm going to feature another kirkii species, but this kirkii is the same as the cultivar kirkii, only this clone is Superclone. So I'm going to point out the difference between the two cultivar kirkiis. As you can see here, there is one short leaf. That's the old leaf. It was dormant in a small pot that is on a shaded location, so it did not grow. I transferred it to another location, and this time I planted it directly to the ground. It has improved in growth. As you can see, I'll be showing you pictures later on of how small it was before I transferred it, and it also gave me a pup. So as you can see the pup there, it really looks like the cultivar kirkii. You can see the longitudinal lines on the base, a bit dark though. They just stay on the base part of the leaves. There's the other leaf. No, there is a longitudinal line. There's just one there, and does not reach on the upper leaf. Alright, so going back, like I mentioned, I told you to take note of the old leaf of the cultivar kirkii. So this is what becomes of the old leaf of the cultivar kirkii Superclone. As you can see, the markings on it are not whitish. They are faded and they're almost green. And I will also point it out later on the other specimens that I have. That is one of the most striking characteristics that I can differentiate between the cultivar kirkii and the this cultivar kirkii Superclone. Alright, so we'll move on next to another specimen. Actually, it had another pup. I took it out and I will show you the same characteristic that it is showing. Alright folks, so this is another specimen. This is the second pup of the cultivar kirkii Superclone that I have shown you. You can see the new leaf there. I'm going to turn it around so you can see the whole plant. There you go. Alright, so if you've noticed one leaf there, that's the first leaf that sprouted, and that is the oldest leaf in this pot. So again, I'm showing you the cultivar kirkii Superclone, and again we'll check the oldest leaf. This is the oldest leaf, like I showed you. The pattern faded off, it darkened. The only one that you will see is the faded markings on the tip of this leaf. Alright, so there's just one problem that I'm having with my specimens though. I am not growing any long holly type leaf, you know, the one that's towering like a rod or something. They don't grow one tall leaf. They become rosette under my care. As you can see there, it's supposed to just grow this one long leaf and it should be erect. But how I grow them, I'm having a hard time having that form, because most of what I grow becomes rosette. Even the said specimens that are supposed to have just 1 to 2 leaf within my care, they will have more than 3 leaves and they will become rosette. So this is another specimen. As you can see, that's the pattern. You also see the longitudinal lines, very similar to the cultivar kirkii, but this is the cultivar kirkii Superclone, and they're supposed to grow to more than 3 feet. I'm going to show you the mother plant in which I got the one that I showed you, the oldest leaf, the oldest single leaf that I had, that I planted directly on the ground. Alright, so next up, I'm going to show you the pictures that I have regarding where I got the plant and how tall the specimen should be. Alright folks, so next is a picture of it when I had it on a pot before I transferred it directly to the soil so that it can grow further. Also, you can see the tag there. I wasn't very clear on what it was, but I am now, and I will discuss it later, why it's called as such. And the preferences is from Juan Chahinian's Splendid Sansevieria book. It's page 77 of that book, which I will discuss later. Alright, so next picture is a picture taken by one of my close friends in the Sansevieria community. She was like a mother to me. So this picture was taken by Mami Fanny Batang Gantang. And as you can see there, that the pup, she has entrusted it to me. And the mother plant, as you can see, is very tall. They would reach more than 4 feet, maybe 5, 6. That's why it's called the Superclone. And later on I will discuss what's stated on the Splendid Sansevieria by the book Chahinian. There you go, that's another pic of the kirkii Superclone. It's really super long. Alright, so next I'm going to show you the inflorescence of kirkii Superclone. As you can see there, I'm showing you the budding stages, and thanks to another good friend of mine in the Sansevieria community, Mr. Rosario, for sharing the inflorescence of his kirkii Superclone. As you can see, this is the picture of this plant. It's very tall. It's more than 3 feet, maybe 4 feet, by what I see on the picture that he has shared with me. Many thanks for sharing the pictures. There you see, that's the length of the inflorescence. That's how the kirkii species inflorescence or flower bloom, flower stalk looks like. Alright, so this is not a bilete. Experts would say Superclone has transitioned to bilete, but I think Superclone is a classification of a clone that is being placed with a specific specimen or species, such as a kirkii that is growing very tall. So I think that's the significance of calling it as a Superclone. And like I promised, I'll be sharing what I read on the Chahinian's book, Splendid Sansevieria, page 77. Sansevieria kirkii Superclone. There are some difference between this plant and kirkii. That is correct, I agree to that. However, this plant is more vigorous. The length and width of the leaves appear to be the same that of the latter. That is correct. Some of the pups would look like that, but some of the pups would be this other definition that is stated on the Splendid Sansevieria book. The other differences lie on the thickness of the subject plant being not so much thicker at the base of the leaves, but a blade as well. Besides, the back of the leaf is round without noticeable keel. The color is overall darker, though also having markings. They lack the prominent white blotching. Like what I said in the previous video that I made, take note that the white blotching or the white markings on kirkii is very clear, even though the leaves are very old. In comparison to what I'm showing you right now, kirkii Superclone when the leaves are have matured, the markings on it will fade, and the leaves will become darker, exactly as what is said on this book. So another passage on here, I have also seen this plant growing upright in pots. That is correct. I agree to that too. A possible result if planted deep in a pot, not exactly. I don't agree with that, because if it's potted in a shallow pot, sometimes it would just grow upright when they're planted directly in the ground or on the pot. That's the only disagreement that I have with what is said on the Splendid Sansevieria book. Alright, so also showing you a video shared to me by Mr. Rosario, my good buddy here. Thanks so much. They have been confused about the idea of this plant as well, and for myself, I really see the difference between the kirkii and the kirkii. I don't know, but it's under the open and closed quotation, so maybe it's a variety, maybe it's a sub-variety, or I won't agree it to be a cultivar because it's true to leaf. But whatever the case, I am convinced that it is different with the kirkii. So this should be a valid publication. I agree to it, and I have both plants under my care. So I think this is it for the video. If you like what you heard or what I told you about, please do click the like and subscribe button. Thank you, everyone.